This is an ABP network production, and you are watching the DP World PGTI Tour 2026.
As the sun rises for everyone to see the divinity of the heavily forested state of Chhattisgarh, also known for its temples, ancient history and waterfalls, this unique state in central India now has a reason to wake up early and see some of the finest golfing action. 2026 began with a fantastic news of a multi-year landmark partnership to elevate Indian golf onto the global stage, when the PGTI announced a landmark multi-year partnership with DP World to become the title partner and official umbrella partner of India's premier professional golf tournament. Even without the defending champion Shaurya Bhattacharya, who is playing on the Asian Tour, the first tournament of the 2026 season will see some of the biggest names in Indian golf competing alongside a heavy foreign field for a prize money that has seen a whopping 50% increase within its second edition. This is the 1.5 crore prize money, SECL Chhattisgarh Open Golf Championship 2026, and we are heading into live action on day 3 at the Fairway Golf and Lake Resort in New Raipur. It's now over to the commentators Rahul Bajaj, Shaurya Singh and Rahul Banerjee.
Ladies and gentlemen and children of all ages, welcome to the SECL Chhattisgarh Open Golf Championship 2026 on the DP World PGTI Tour. This tournament is being brought to you from the Fairway Golf and Lake Resort in Raipur, and it's the first tournament of the new season, offering a whooping prize fund of rupees 1.5 crore. I'm your host, Shaurya Singh, joined alongside by Rahul Bajaj and Rahul Banerjee. The three of us will do our best to bring you the updates on the scintillating action that's on display. Akshay Sharma leading the tournament at 20 under par, and it's still early on moving day. This is a golf course that's delivered on all fronts, especially on birdies. The cut has been applied at 6 under par, which, if I'm correct, is probably the lowest ever on the professional golf tour of India. And it's also owing to the fact that we saw a lot of record participation at the professional golf tour DP World qualifying school, and the best of the lot have come through, and thus you see the scores are getting deeper than ever. What are your thoughts on that, Raul?
Absolutely. A big welcome to all of you who have joined us today. This is the first tournament of the DP World PGTI. DP World, coming in as the title and umbrella partner of the Professional Golf Tour of India, has really helped take 2026 to a great start. And talking about great starts, Akshay Sharma is the man who's gotten off to a great start here at the SECL Chhattisgarh Open with a pair of 60s on the first 2 days and 2 under par today through the first 8 holes of the day. And that on our screens is the young Anshul Kaptial, who is currently at 16 under par for the tournament and 4 shots behind Akshay Sharma. And definitely, as Shaurya mentioned just a few moments ago, this is the moving day. So you are looking at a very interesting day out there here in Raipur, Naya Raipur, if I may. And looking at this leaderboard, we have a lot of new names out there, and looking at the number of birdies that are being thrown around on the golf course, this is an absolute treat to be watching.
Yeah, we could be looking at probably the lowest 4-day total as well. So there's a lot of records here in the offing. Of course, on our screen is Akshay. The way he's been playing, he's really blitzkrieg the field and the golf course. He's 3 shots ahead at this point in time, opening up with 260s. So threatening 59 on either day. That's not too bad, I would say.
Well, not too bad. You're absolutely right. And Akshay has not made a bogey thus far on this course. And there we go. It's that missed part in a commentator's curse, perhaps.
Yeah, it's so we got that out of the way early. So I think from here on in, it's all going to be uphill for us.
Well, timing something that I've never really had quite good, but today has been a bit of a different day. I guess 2026 has its changes.
It also seems that Akshay has utilized the off season in the by visiting the weight room a lot. He looks a lot more trimmer, stronger. In fact, I think that can be attributed to the golf game as well.
He certainly brought through the Fari shirts, though, from last year. So that's something that he's kept on with. There we have the aerial view here of this golf course at Naya Raipur.
So records being shattered here. And what a field. Pedigree on display all throughout. Historic partnership between the DP World and the PGTI. Now the DP World is in full force in Indian golf. And the cream have descended upon Raipur. You have Jared Hack, who also came through the qualifying school at 15 under par. You have Stepan Danik, 13 under par. Koichiro Sato-san, 12 under par from America. And Thangaraja, 10 under par. Marvin Kibridge, also through the qualifying school this time, 8 under par. Sydney Joseph Wemba, and that's a name to look out for. He hits the ball an absolute country mile.
Lots of new names over here on the PGTI for 2026. Also, a lot more international players here. This is going to be a very exciting year, in fact, for the PGTI, not only owing to what we have seen as the new title sponsor. And talking about title sponsors, SECL is the title sponsor for this event here, the SECL Chhattisgarh Open. And NTPC, NMDC, and Naya Raipur are the event partners. Take a look now at Hani Petroya. We are currently second on that leaderboard at 18 under par, just 2 shots away from Akshay.
It's going to be a keenly contested battle here. It's the first tournament, and indeed is a big one. 1.5 CR in prize fund. Shows you how the game is growing. competition, of course, really does aid in that. You got players from all over the world now. Anshul Kapatyal, big hitting Anshul Kapatyal, only 21 years of age, precocious youngster, and with prodigious talent, I must say.
Nice and flowy swing there for Anshul. He's had a pretty good season last year, and looking probably at a much stronger season here this year in 2026. We've got some new names here on this leaderboard as well. Ariman Aditya Mohan, we've seen is currently at 13 under par. We've also got the young Karthik Singh, all of 16 years of age, has turned professional this year and gotten off to a really strong start here on the PGTI. And Akshay Sharma, our leader now.
Again, favoring that left to right movement. You'll see him move towards the right hand side of the tee more often than not. It's a really nice controlled fade. Look at that. Easy as a Sunday morning, I say. That little bit of a swale there in the heart of the fairway. The cut was indeed a heartbreaker. A cut going at 6 under par. You can well imagine quite a few of the regulars found themselves on the other side of it. Some of the famous names, Mithun Pereira, who's the love for the game couldn't quite hold him back. I believe I had my friend of mine had a word with him. He said, it's all fun and good, but it gets a little silent out there without the game. So he needs the thrill. And where else than the DP World PGTI? Welcome back, Mithun. Unfortunately,
he's come right back out of retirement.
Yeah, it's pretty good. He's at 5 under par. Unfortunately, the world has moved on. He thought in yes. There's Kalin Joshi, pedigreed Kalin Joshi, also missing out. Joshua Seal missing out by a shot, and that's us, ladies and gentlemen, right from the ABP Network office. And you also have Shivinder Sisodia, big hitting Shivinder, also missing the cut. Himat Rai as well. Chikka Rangappa. So there's no shortage of big names on that leaderboard who've unfortunately missed the 2-day cut. It's competitive here, and only the best survive, dare I say.
I mean, strong scoring week already. You can tell with the leaderboard. A 10 under par is currently at a tie for 25th position. You can well imagine the kind of scoring being employed by the players over here. Fairway Greens, Fairway Golf and Lake Resort here in Raipur.
And yes, we have gotten an update. That was indeed a bogey for our leader Akshay on hole number 9. So he makes a bogey, and Honey had made a birdie on 7 and 8. So inching closer towards our leader, the lead whittles away. Only a solitary shot. It's going to be a very keenly contested battle. Early signs definitely point to that. Absolute chock-a-block leaderboard.
Then now bring upon to all of you guys, ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. Rahul Banerjee out here on the commentary seat.
And as we have a look at the players on hole number 10, our leader group here, maybe about 70 odd yards from the flag. Honey, all three of them perfectly placed. Akshay going off with that sort of a sword of 3-wood, holding that back and cutting it. You can see that burn that right in front of the green, reminiscent of quite a few European links golf courses. I can think of almost St. Andrews, of course, a lot narrower. But what are your thoughts on that, Mr. Banerjee?
But let's wait to see what comes out of this. Like Shaurya pointed out, there's a fair amount of up and down on this fairway, so interesting to see how the players tackle it. Scores have been incredibly low. Akshay Sharma really setting a hot pace.
Anshul Kapatyal now. Let's see if all that speed translates to a lot of spin, and it indeed does. Good backspin and getting in there close to the flag. 5 foot of a birdie, and the greens are very genial as well. rolling at a good, decent speed of a little over 7, and the players are finding it rather easy to hold putts, which is very rare. So very true, well manicured greens. Honey looking to turn that from the right, and another good shot. So the flag has been surrounded from both sides.
Already under threat, Shaurya. The flag, one from the right, one from the left. Two terrific shots. Good amount of spin employed there by young Anshul Kaptial and Hani Basoya, who's the one now? Who is just one shot away from our leader, who's currently on the screen, Akshay Sharma. So 9 under and 9 under for the first 2 days. In fact, dropped his first shot a little while ago in front of you as we were watching as we came on air.
I would say of all the things, of all the facets in the game, he's really good from this range of about 60 to 70 yards. Really does crouch over that.
The three-time PGTI winner. It's been a long time, 5 years since he last won, Akshay, Chandigarh Golfer, also making that ball dance around the pin. And as action continues on moving day at the 1.5 crore rupee ACCL Chhattisgarh Open in New Raipur. Misty morning, Shaurya. Does this have an effect on the way the ball flies? Or does it? Do you have to pick a longer club on days like this?
Well, mostly if it's a little colder. So the colder it gets, the ball travels a little shorter. Primarily because the air is a little dense, and also that it takes a lot more time for a player to sort of get limbered up, even though the players are very meticulous with their warm-ups. But the ball on cold mornings does travel shorter on the front nine as opposed to the back. So often you'll see that in winter tournaments, the longer, stronger hitters actually start well on cold mornings, and medium hitters find it very difficult to get the ball off the center of the face.
This group seems to have had no such problem, Shaurya. Everybody's stuck the ball within literally 5 to 8 feet of the pin with their second shots, all sitting for birdies. Akshay will be certainly looking to bounce back from that little setback before the turn, bogeying the ninth, but he's
Yeah, he had that ball on a string, and what I've been most impressed by is all three of them had a really good yardage control. It was maybe about 75 yards. That's the yardage for a lob wedge, not a full lob wedge, maybe a three-quarter lob wedge for all three of them. And what's most impressive that they can bring in the heat when required. They can hit the ball far, uh, but they worked a lot on dialing in the yardages. It's not the easiest to always get it flag high, and that's a testament to a true professional. It's a ball that remains flag high. You can miss it right or left, but hitting it true each and every time is something that really separates a professional from, dare I say, the amateur.
well. There's the updated scorecard on your screens right now, and that on the left you'll see a new logo for the first time. The DP World Logistics Giant, a worldwide logistics giant, now becoming the umbrella and title sponsor of the PGTA. So, as Rahul Bajaj mentioned a little while ago, huge congratulations to all concerned for this, what should be really a breakthrough, an epochal partnership for the PGTI. Event leader Akshay Sharma now with his birdie putt. Oh my, that's the second time he's just found the edge, but not the cup. Made a good go of it. Looked like he hurried his putt a little, Shaurya. Did you normally you would expect players to sort of take a little bit longer with their routines on the green, but looked like he went at the ball a little quickly. But anyway, no major harm done. It just he will get he tap in par for this effort.
Yeah, could sometimes you're a little too eager to make that birdie, and that could have been it. But yeah, or it could just be us splitting hairs. Now,
Whatever it is, it's certainly closed up at the top. It's now one shot separating the leader from the pack. Hani Basoya has been on a bit of a roll, picked up 3 shots on the front nine.
the good thing is about this golf course that it's really inclusive in the true sense of the word. Very in terms of yardage, it's really genial. It's only 6,000 and some. It's not a long golf course. Oh, that another putt goes a begging. and doesn't really give you many opportunities to take out the driver. Case in point is a hole like this. So it really levels the playing field, and that's something that I like. It brings in the entire field into the tournament.
Very true. We saw, in fact, Kaptial use a driving iron off the tee. Anyway, this gives Hani Basoya a chance to move into a share of the lead now. He's putting for a bird. And just one shot behind, as you can see on your screens.
He likes to fashion the shots, and he's been very true to that. I can't quite remember the last time since the rule change that he employed a trouser. And yeah, he makes a birdie. So 3 good shots, but only 1 reaping the reward. So he ties Akshay on top of the leaderboard. Still early days here on moving day. And you'll see quite a bit of movement here with the way the course is set up. You'll see a lot of red numbers. As we can see that Kshitij Navid Kaul has gone on a little bit of a tear. Hole number 8, a birdie. Hole number 10, a birdie. 11, a birdie. Then a drop shot, and then an eagle and 2 birdies to follow. So he's 7 under par with 3 holes to go. There are quite a few red numbers peppered with that. Divyansh Dubey 6 under par, 5 under for Badal, and then you have 4 under par for N Thangaraja. So it's filled with red numbers, this leaderboard. It's really a brilliant golf course. You can see the construction coming up. I'd say it's an idyllic setting for a holiday as well. So would implore all the lovers of the game to head over to Raipur. Arjun now.
It's a lakeside property, Shaurya, so you can see all the chalets, some of them completed, some of them still coming up. And very pretty course. Met somebody recently who plays this fairly regularly. And he actually plans overnight stays every time he visits New Raipur. So he can get 1 round in the evening and then the following morning before leaving for home again. So, yes, it's
Is the group comprising of Arjun Prasad, Jared Hack, and Jamal Hussain. That was Jamal shot underway there. I'd say these lakeside properties, when you can get one of them, you know that you've arrived. That's the ideal life. And
so true, so true.
looking
Two
at-
very different approaches being employed there from the left of the green, just as you saw just now. One ball coming in low, the other one being flighted in.
Having a look at the tournaments that are in the offing next week is the DP World Players Championship at Qutub Golf Course. It's a new event again, 1.5 CR. Then off to the DP World Players Championship, Tollygunge. Another hefty purse event, 1.5 CR. Then, of course, in March, you have Indorama Ventures Open Golf Championship, the PGTI Open, and the Hero Indian Open. The crown jewel of Indian golf. Arjun now has really worked a lot on his game. Based out of Gurugram. And leaves it about 7 to 8 feet short. Last season was his breakout season, one of the best that he's ever had. And he's having linear growth as far as his golfing career is concerned. And that's a really good sign. So maybe this is the year that he can head on to bigger and better things, like his friend and colleague Yuvraj Sandhu, who's now kind courtesy his number 1 finish last year, where he was Order of Merit champion, is now on the DP World Tour.
And in fact, has actually already played 2 events there, Shaurya. He played the Hero Dubai Desert Classic on invitation, and thereafter the event in Bahrain. So plenty happening already for our 2025 PGTA Order of Merit winner, Yuvraj Sandhu.
And on his screen is Jared Hack, the American who turned played the qualifying school this year and really did well. Played alongside Shubham Jagla, and I think I have a look at Jamal here, and that's fairly well done. Nifty touch. I thought that he would have left it a little short from the looks of it, but well judged nevertheless.
Difficult lie as well, that one. He had to dig it out. So, yeah, Jared Hack, yes, good you mentioned him. You would have crossed paths with him at Kenswell, Shaurya, since you were there, part of the qualifying school.
Well,
420 of you, I believe, in the initial field. Brilliant stuff.
Well, unfortunately, my path was curtailed rather early, so I couldn't quite cross path with Jared Hack.
You have your feet on two boards, Shaurya. You're one foot in the commentator's box and the other one on the fairway. So, yeah, but Shaurya Singh, young man, doing fairly well, coming away with with decent scores on what's not an easy course, Kenswell in Ahmedabad. Jared Hack, very experienced player. He's played, I think, the Latin America Tour. He's played the Corn Ferry Tour. So it's a great pleasure to see a man of his experience on Indian golf courses.
Yeah, of course, going to make this field a lot richer owing to his experience.
So plenty of action now. We have a two-way tie for the lead between Hani Vasoya and our overnight leader Akshay Sharma. Hani been on a roll, as has Kshitij Navid Kaul, who's really been on a flyer. After the turn, he's picked up 5 shots, 7 under for the day, and 2 shots behind the shared lead.
Yeah, really playing well. Now, it also shows you the depth of the field. Now, it's very difficult in order to keep your card. You have to really play well to finish in the top 60. And it's just the onslaught of youth continues. You have so many young players who've turned professional. And name that definitely comes to mind is Karthik Singh.
He made a big splash, Shaurya. If you remember the Indian Open last year, there was a lot of attention on that young man. He was in 15 last year, and he had a couple of stellar rounds at the DLF. It's not the easiest of courses to get a good score on, but the young man still came away with making a very strong impression.
As we have a look at Arjun here.
Arjun Prasad.
You're at hole number 11, the par 5. This would be his birdie attempt. And does well. So he would move to 16 under par. There's going to be a log jam here on top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, it's getting really tight over there.
Yeah, this year with the prize funds on offer and the stronger fields, the younger player that really gives an opportunity for somebody else to follow Yuvraj's footsteps, and so many other things. You have final stage exemptions and a host of prizes that are on offer. You're looking at the world ranking points, also opportunity to play the Hero Indian Open. That's very assertive. Now you see the birdie. That's a great innovative way to show you a birdie.
That one curling around the edges of the cup, and the next two finding their way in. Arjun Prasad, of course, also picking up a shot here. And you saw our new graphic there on the screen as Jared Hack finished with his putt.
Now to the leader group.
Delivering golf anywhere you can imagine. That's smart logistics to a T.
I'm sorry, sir. My mistake.
पर हम भी जिद्दी है
So, back live at the ACCL Chhattisgarh Open, the season opening tournament of the DP World PGTI's 2026 season. A new partnership, new events, new prize money, new faces. So it's a whole new start for the domestic tour, which has taken a big giant step into the future with a multi-year tie-up with the logistics giant DP World, which also sponsors the European Tour, Rahul. So great news for the players, great news for Indian professional golf, and what should, in the long term, probably even smoothen the way for more faces to be seen
I
in
think
Europe.
it's just superb in terms of how this is all panning out for Indian golf and the Indian golfers. And it's going to create so many opportunities for the players to be able to go out and ply their trade, and various tours like the number one opportunity that is there on the DP World Tour, the European Tour that is there. And similarly, so many more opportunities are going to continue to open up for these golfers. And having said that, so many more opportunities are opening up for the junior golfers who are right now in the preparation phase, you see, because 5 years, 7 years down the line, how would the opportunities have opened up then? It's going to be a whole new world. And talking about a whole new world, even at the Chhattisgarh Open tournament this week, this the prize purse of this tournament was 1 CR last year, in the inaugural year, and this year it is at 1.5 crores. Which really goes to show the amount of support that the sport has, even from the state government here.
Absolutely. Let's make that sound even better, Rahul. Let's make it 15 million rupees sounds better than 1.5 CR. What's 1.5 CR? It's boring. 15 million rupees, ladies and gentlemen, children, all of you who are planning careers in golf, all the parents who devote their hours and hours of time, sweat, money into the game. Here's a man on a flyer.
Well, not quite the flyer in the golfing terms. That was a near perfect shot there by Anshul Kaptial, as under 6 feet now on this par 5. Brilliant shot here by young Anshul Kaptial. So he's trying to get his first win of his professional golfing career, currently at 16 under par for the tournament. Not very far away, just 3 shots away from Akshay Sharma and Hani Besoya. There we have some flora and fauna for you all, ladies and gentlemen, here on the screens.
Birdies of a different kind, Rahul. I mean, for a few seconds, you're breaking away from birdies on the green to birds on the greens. So a nice little break there for you all. Joint leader Hani Besoya on screen now has played a very solid golf. He's picked up 4 shots during the course of the day. This man has always been reckoned as a serious talent. I remember some years ago there was a great amount of interest over his name. He had a few overseas journalists visiting, and they were very curious. In fact, that was one of the most common questions asked of him was, "How did you get this name?" So the Europeans are fascinated by that. So yeah, he's definitely caught the eye in more ways than one, Hani Besoya, and here he is catching the eye again.
And talking about names, there, many a names that actually raise an eyebrow. And you look at Jared Hack; he's hardly a hack. He's quite the player, and we've seen that. Him coming from the qualifying, he had a stellar PGTI qualifying to start with, and here we are now. I'm guessing that he's only going to go from strength to strength, looking at how well he's adapted to the Indian golf courses.
Hani Besoya there with a long putt, which should be an opportunity to put even further pressure on our overnight leader, Akshay Sharma from Chandigarh. That's a long putt.
It looks like an eagle putt here. This is a par 5, the 599-yard par 5. Longest par 5 here at the Fairway Golf and Lake Resort.
certainly lined himself for a good birdie there. There's a long putt coming from right at the edge of the green to the flag, which is virtually on the other side of the green. Similar distance by the looks of it for Akshay Sharma, our joint leader. The 35-year-old from Chandigarh has had a good, solid 2 opening days at the fairway course and will be keen to bounce back quickly.
Very peculiar way of him aligning to the ball. Really lets his back round up quite a bit, leaving himself a wee bit short of the hole. He'll have some of his work cut out about 8 feet away.
Doesn't waste too much time on the ball, Rahul. He's there on, he lines up his putt and he just, that's how we saw him, that even on 9, he just didn't take any time on the putt at all. He just,
That's just the way the game is now. You see, things have become much faster. Players only get about 30 to 40 seconds to hit the ball. So, they are getting faster, and that's what they have to do. This also, the more they can save the time, the more they can utilize it wherever they might need it hereafter. So, but it is great for the sport, and what it's done really is, I think it's actually lowered the scores a little bit. Not only has it improved the pace of play, it has also lowered the scores, in my opinion, because it just cuts down that extra time that players would tend to think of, and for all of our viewers who might be club golfers or junior golfers, that could be one of the ways that you could start lowering your scores just by cutting down the amount of time you take. And talking about cutting the amount of time, and also cutting down the number of strokes taken here, Kshitij Naved Kaul has gone on an absolute tear on this back nine with 4 birdies and an eagle, and just a lone bogey there.
that was a quick conversion, and that confirms it. The little bird flying across your screen, carrying the DP World PGTI logo in its beak, confirming Akshay's birdie putt.
Sharma moves back to 20 under par.
That's right. And Hani Vasoya has his chance to keep the pressure on with his birdie putt as well. Both of them were putting for eagle from the far edge of the green. But here we are, currently joint leader, Hani Vasoya. A little bit more measured there, Rahul. It certainly took his time, settled down well into his stance before. And yet another birdie opportunity in this lead group. Young Anshul Kaptial sticking his approach to within 5 feet of the cup. This young man has had a fairly sedate round, picked up a shot early in his round, and thereafter a string of pars all the way to the 11th now. This is second birdie. Good birdie opportunity.
It's very much the thing with this golf course. You have to pretty much get onto that gas pedal as soon as you start, because there are so many birdies being made out there. If you have gone out and played a couple of holes without a birdie, it's almost like you're losing shots on the field.
There you go.
Anshul Kaptial not losing any shots on the field there, and picks up a birdie here on the DP World PGTI and moves up to 17 under par. Jared Hack coming from just off the green. So on the 12th hole, a par 4.
Very controlled chip there. Beautiful, Rahul. Look at that execution.
Very nicely played. Jared Hack should have nothing more than that 2-footer.
Kept
Over and
everything
up and down.
Sorry, kept everything very compact. Kept his hands close to his sides. Just let the body do the work. Nice judgment of distance and pace. Arjun Prasad closest to camera now.
Arjun Prasad, of course, getting off to a good start for this week. Currently at 16 under par, and also this week happens to be the good start to the DP World PGTI season for 2026. So good one here for Arjun Prasad. He didn't have quite the finish to the season in 2025 that he would have liked, but hopefully he can make amends to that going into the next few weeks.
Absolutely, he was actually in contention for the Order of Merit for top spot for a while before falling away. But the flip side is that he did make his breakthrough uh, last season, his first win. So
That was Hani Besoya that we just saw teeing off on the 12th hole.
oh my goodness, it looks
Seems
like the
like-
ball is wet.
Yep.
That's unfortunate. Joint leader Akshay Sharma now on screen. It's a 313-yard par 4. Fair amount of water to cover before you get to the green, but and as we saw, Hani Vasoya just probably not making it there. But we'll confirm that for you in a while. Nice. Lovely smooth swing there. It's not too sure where the ball has gone either. So this is
Looks like Akshay has played it to the safe side of the hole. And if I'm not wrong, Honey went over the water hazard trying to carry it all the way, but I think blocked it out slightly to the right, which kind of reduces the carry of the ball a little bit, and found himself in the water hazard. Let's take a look at Anshul Kaptial now. Anshul really giving it a whack. Well, he's on the dry side, so it's absolutely fine. He'll have his work cut out to make that up and down to this flag location today. And, as the players start off this year's campaign at the Chhattisgarh Open Golf Championship 2026, after which the players will be playing the DP World Players Championship at the Kutub Golf Course in New Delhi for a prize purse of 1.5 crore rupees. And then the DP World Players Championship 2026 at the Tollygunge Club in Kolkata for a prize purse of 1.5 crores as well. Let's take a look now at Jamal coming off from about 20 feet away.
excellent part there, Rahul. He's shaved the hole more than once today, and plenty of action. In fact, soon after the event at Tolly, there's going to be more news coming the way of our viewers and listeners, which I think the DP World PGTI will share with us shortly in the form of the 72, the league.
Yes, absolutely exciting times here for Indian professional golf and for the viewers. So much golf to be seen, so many birdies being made here. Let's take a look now at Arjun Prasad. That ball bounced off that putter face as soon as it took off. Not quite the putt he was hoping for.
Jared Hack was put his ball really, really close to the pin with that chip on. I think they're trying to keep the pace of play up as well, Rahul, as you were mentioning, because they've turned this par 4 into a call hole. The group behind also was asked to hit, while the second from last group was already on the green. So good signs here. Everyone's trying to keep the pace of play high, and certainly, like Rahul Bajaj has mentioned earlier, a good way of keeping viewer interest engaged without too many lags and gaps in time. Arjun not really making the greatest putt there, but he will want to make up over here. Tremendously talented young man. And makes no mistake with that. He just walk away with a par on this hole. Par 313-yard par for 13th, 12th. Your pardon.
Jared Hack, what seems to be his birdie putt here on a 313-yard par 4. Drivable one. And Jared was on the front edge of the green with that chip. And fabulous job here by Jared Hack. That should move him to 18 under par for the tournament.
I mean, keeps him two behind the joint leaders, Hani Basoya and Akshay Sharma, both on 20 under par. And that may change at this hole.
Well, another birdie opportunity waits for the players now on the 13th as the group of Arjun Prasad and Jared Hack move on to the next par 5. And already had Kshitij Navedkar making an eagle there. Can any of these players as well get 2 extras on that scoreboard? 489 yards, certainly 2 on for everyone. And having a look at that, that is a group of people searching for Hani Basoya's golf ball, which seems to have found the drink.
But certainly one of the caddies who was close by in the preceding group, he seemed to indicated that the ball did go in. So we'll wait to see what.
Well, I believe the speculation perhaps is whether it fell on top and then rolled back inside, or it dropped directly into the water hazard, because that will decide where the penalty drop will be taken.
Right. I think they've come to a conclusion on that point. Probably did cross and went down the slope from the bank, so that will be a huge relief. And damage limitation for our joint leader, Ani, was a little while ago in the shared lead. Give Akshay Sharma an opportunity to get out in front again, which he has been doing for the last 2.5 days. Hani Basoya now on screen.
Well, still early days here at the SECL Chhattisgarh Open Golf Championship, with Akshay Sharma and Hani Basoya leading the way at 20 under par. Hani Basoya now with that penalty drop will have to contend with an up and down to this flag location over here to be able to save par and stay at 20 under par.
This is a good example, Rahul, of risk reward, would you say? I mean, Hani obviously wanted to get to the green as the shortest possible route.
Absolutely. In fact, these are the kind of holes where this risk reward thing really comes to the fore and it pays off. But just a slight miss there, I think, by Hani has led him into the water, but should be okay. We still have, like I said, many holes remaining for this tournament, so it's quite just a blemish, not really a big mistake.
Yeah, but then again, nothing ventured, nothing lost, right?
Exactly.
I mean, if you don't, he's wasn't looking at a chance to increase the lead, so and he's got a day and a half to go, so there's no real harm done there. Beautiful soft hands, Rahul. Look at that.
Beautiful shot here by Hani Basoya, setting himself up for a par opportunity.
Anshul Kaptial on the right of the green, and very distinctive floral shirt being donned by our event leader.
Yes, I think he's got a bunch of these. You find him these days during tournament play in various colors of these kind of floral shirts. So it seems like something which is his own personal style. And, talking about style, Anshul Kaptial, what kind can he make this up and down for a birdie and move further closer to the lead number? A fairly good shot here by Anshul. Another 5-footer for a birdie opportunity here on the 12th hole. Impressive shot there, Mr. Banerjee, by Hani to set himself up for no profit, no loss par putt.
Absolutely. I mean, also, I think gave young Anshul a good sort of read on green speed and everything that the young man needed to do, because he followed in pretty much similar fashion. Soft loft on that shot. And here's our leader who went to the left.
Playing it to the more prudent side, I would say. And he's still got a flat stick in his hand. So putting for an eagle.
That's long eagle putt.
That'll be some work remaining for that birdie. He's just inside of Anshul's marker, as you can tell. So just about a few inches short of 5 feet.
There you go. A little bit of a hold tracker gives you something our drone pilots have, I think, will start bring to you more often this season, hopefully giving you an idea of some of the key holes on each golf course as we go along.
It's like a POV of the golf hole here at the fairway.
Shaurya did mention that this course has a feel of a links course to it, and here that was a good example. And here this long walk off the tee box onto where the fairway actually starts. On which note, we will have Shaurya back with us very shortly.
First look today at Mohammad Azhar, who's currently at 16 under par, playing hole number 13. 4 under par for the day is Azhar. Welcome back, Shaurya.
Thank you, Rahul. And in fact, a story about my my brief entry into the qualifying school this year, that I happened to play with Azhar's brother, and on the bag was another brother of Azhar. So they're all into the game of golf, and an uncanny resemblance to Azhar. All three of them look very similar. I thought it's almost him. For a moment, I had to take a second look as we have a look at his chip shot.
It's nearly like a family business. Is that what you mean?
Yes, and they all have very good hands around the green. What I saw, that really good short game as well. So
Brilliant. Well, Mohammad Azhar, of course, leading the way here for his family and his brothers to pick the sport and come into the professional side of things. In fact, earlier on.
A new chapter begins in Indian golf as DP World becomes the new title partner of the Professional Golf Tour of India. Elevating players, changing what's possible, a long-term commitment to the game.
We have had a legacy of presence in India. We believe golf is ready to support, to create and give the opportunity to local talent.
I think the mindset will change, and that's what India is looking for.
It's just a wonderful finish.
Can you believe that? Next generation is very, very important for us. I have no doubt about the talent. DP World will give us a platform where they can be one day a world champion.
From grassroots to the world stage. Smart logistics to a T.
Yeah. On day 3 from Fairway Golf and Lake Resort in Raipur. It's the first tournament of the 2026 season of the DP World PGTI Tour. And it's gotten off to a quick start. The cut was applied at 6 under par. A total of 52 players made the weekend rounds. And the leader currently is at 20 under par. 2 of them, Hani Bisoya and Akshay Sharma.
Pawan Kumar playing alongside Mohammad Azhar. Pawan Kumar currently at a score of 8 under par for the tournament. Missed that opportunity here on hole number 13.
Pawan, Azhar and Stepan Danek.
Along with 13th here is a 489-yard par 5.
So as I was saying, there's so many opportunities here for birdie. And this is a different sort of a golf course where if you're not going lower every 6 holes, you actually add pressure onto yourself, because this tournament is it's definitely a birdie fest, as it's turned out to be thus far.
In fact, I was looking at the leaderboard yesterday. Unfortunately, Mohammad Azhar not quite finding the bottom of the cup there.
Really yanked that a little to the left, unfortunately missing that.
I was looking at the leaderboard yesterday, and there was a player who had shot 3 under par on day one and another 3 under par on day two. And on day two, that player actually moved down by 7 spots by shooting that number. So, and 3 under par by no means would have been a bad number.
It also tells you about the strength of the tour. The last year, the cut, if I remember correctly, was applied at 4 under here. So this year, Stepan would hold that. And this year it's gone at 6 under par, so it's getting a lot more difficult. It's one of those pyramid schemes that only the best can survive, especially the elder players. The journeyman professionals are finding it a lot more difficult to keep their playing rights. But there's also the secondary tour that we have, so it's a lot of opportunities for everyone.
Absolutely. Brilliant golf course as well. All the aerial views, as well as this view here of this golf hole here at the Fairway Golf and Lake Resort. Beautiful conditions. Koichiro Sato.
So the Next Gen Tour also offers a lot of opportunity for the players who couldn't quite secure their complete playing rights, the A and B card. So they can play those events, and they offer pretty considerable prize fund as well. So I'd say all these things really augur in the continent, because you're seeing players from all over now, and this sort of participation has not quite been seen previously. What are your thoughts, Rahul? You're seeing the DP World PGTI Tour emerge as one of the most sought after tours. I would say it's not just a domestic tour anymore. You have world ranking points. It's open.
Absolutely. And while you were talking about the Next Gen, I was looking up at the Next Gen's calendar for the year. Koichiro Sato there on our screens, putting from just off the green. And we've got a very healthy calendar here on the Next Gen Tour as well, going into the first few months, with the PGTI Next Gen starting with Faridabad at the Aravali Golf Club for a prize purse of 25 lakh rupees. And thereafter, the tour goes to Philor the week after, in the first week of March, and then Lucknow, and then the Golden Greens in Gurugram, and thereafter to Patna. So the Next Gen Tour, not only does it give opportunities to a lot of players who are not at the top of the rankings to go out and compete and make their way onto the main DP PGTI Tour, but also takes the game to different destinations, different golf courses, B-tier towns, 2-tier towns, and brings more and more golf courses up front in the front end of eyes like yours and mine and the spectators that we have. Mostly, we know of the main courses, but some of these courses in the smaller towns get kind of left out.
Yeah.
So great opportunities.
Not anymore. You can definitely find golf being played at a golf course near you. While we have a look at Mari Muthu R. He can really bludgeon a ball. It'd be interesting to see that. Is he able to dial it down as well on a golf course like this?
So, thanks to the tours like Next Gen actually helps to take the sport to these towns where golf isn't that big yet, and encourages all the juniors and the amateurs, and in fact even the club golf, actually get acquainted with the best of players in the country. And now we've got Arjun Prasad on our screens.
You talk about the best, and that's what's served right in front of you. Arjun Prasad. It's really grown from strength to strength as Arjun.
Prasad currently at 16 under par for the tournament here, playing the 13th par 5.
Let's see if he can dial it in. And that's a really good shot. Spinning it back, leaving it under the hole, maybe about 6 feet. So well done for Arjun. There's so much red on the leaderboard. It's very difficult to separate the players. The leader is currently at 20 under par, and a mere 6 shots behind him. There are a total of 15 players. So it's very difficult to call this tournament. I know normally at this point in time we would have had our wager by now, picked a front runner or a dark horse. But at this point in time, I think I'm going to put you in the spot again, Rahul. Who is it going to be?
I'm not quite sure at this moment. Like you said, there's so many players out there who are playing so well. Between 20 under par is what's leading right now. That's Akshay Sharma with Hani Besoya at 19 under, and tied for 10th position all the way to the 14th is the score of 15 under par. And looking at the number of birdie opportunities that this course provides, I think it'll be very difficult to call out, as you mentioned. But if anyone that I would say right now looks like, I think Anshul Kaptial and Kshitij Naved are two players that I think are going to have a really good chance to pick pace.
So you're still sort of beating around the bush. You haven't given us a singular name.
Well, we'll go with Kshitij Naved then.
All right, there you have it. That's his pick. And for me, I think I'm going to stick to Akshay Sharma, the leader.
You've always been the safe player, haven't you?
Well, that's never served me too well, But you, my friend, you have lived and died by the sword. Have a look at Jamal here, navigating his way on the back nine.
Another good round going on for young Vishesh Sharma, who played his first year on the PGTI Tour in 2025. 7 under par on that scoreboard in his third round, and currently 16 under par for the tournament. A strong third round moving day coming up for Vishesh Sharma.
I'd also think that this would be quite the start for a lot of the young professionals. The first tournament you get to play on a rather friendly golf course, really nice, but a lot of red numbers here in the offing. It can't hurt your confidence to shoot red numbers straight off the bat.
Yeah, Jamal quite not having the day that he would have liked. 4 over par for the day. Quite that's going to hurt quite a bit on this leaderboard. It's going to drop him down multiple spots to get a breath as well. Let's take a look now at Jared Hack.
Jared Hack here now using the putter from off the green. Surprising choice. It's about 3 feet of fringe to navigate, and then the green.
So I think the lie must be pretty good, and the fairways are in good nick over here. So I think that's the reason that he's going with the putter. Just hop the ball onto the green and just comes up slightly short of the hole.
That looked good all the way. Just about in the end. Stayed a little short. As I said, no guts, no glory, no legs. But at just about an inch from perfection. Never up, never in. Those are famous sayings that we often read on army golf courses where the both of us have grown up. You always find these adages on each tee. I think one that I can recollect as we have a look at Arjun Prasad.
Prasad seems to be putting for an eagle here.
Oh, he's still on the lower side.
I gave it a firm one. Got about 2 feet, going for finishing it off. This should be a big shot for Arjun Prasad. I shall confirm the same to you.
Now, word about the tournament, the SEC.
I'm sorry, sir. My mistake.
पर हम भी जिद्दी है। मुश्किल खड़ी है खोले सीना सामने एक चट्टान है मेरी जिद का बोले पसीना चट्टानों के अंदर आसमान है जिद क्या पावाली जिद क्या पावाली जिद क्या पावाली जिद
delivering golf anywhere you can imagine. That's smart logistics to a T.
Having a look at Honey here with that aggressive action through the ball. Really does pack a punch. And I think if I had $1 each time I said that about the players on the DP World PGTI Tour, I'd be a millionaire, I tell you that much. Second shot underway on the par 5. Long hitting Anshul Kapatyal. Interesting to note the kind of trajectory he employs. So many options for somebody who hits it so far.
It's like a strong swing there, but missed it out to the left, and there's that's on the low side.
That sat down a little as well. It's going to be a tricky up and down from there.
Absolutely, that's going to be a bit of a tough up and down there for Anshul Kapatyal, who's going to be coming off from that left rough with that downhill lie and no space to work with. That's going to certainly be an interesting shot. And looking at the golf course here on the screens, Shaurya, the color of these fairways remind me of the Kenswell Golf Club, where you played just 2 weeks back, the qualifying school that you went for, the DP. You're really trying to bring the years back on you, aren't you?
Yeah, it's trying to reminisce on the time lost. And of course, DP World PGTI umbrella sponsor said, what better way than to do your research than to go and be a disappointment once again. But of course, I had a good start. But then, the famous yips started on the back nine.
My
so
God, that's a word that I would stay a mile away from.
Yes, of course. One thing I realized, it's a lot easier to talk about it than to actually do it.
I'm glad you realized it at least. Jamal Hussain trying to get that one back onto the green, get some birdies in the 14th, par 3.
I also want to talk about DP World becoming a title and umbrella partner of the Professional Golf Tour of India. DP World, a leading provider of smart integrated end-to-end logistic solutions. As we have a look at smart integrated golf swing of Arjun Prasad, also offering end-to-end solutions for scoring deep red numbers and low rounds. It's a top 5 player last year on the order of merit. Great things in the offing. Sky is the limit. I wish I could say the same about both of us, my dear friend. While this ball gets underway. And that's an absolute beauty. Under the flag, leaves himself about 7 feet. But a similar putt to the one that he faced on the last hole would break from right to left. So needs to borrow a little more this time. Let's talk about DP World. Integrated end-to-end logistics solutions and the long-standing title partner of the DP World Tour. DP World's enhanced engagement underscores its strategic commitment to golf.
Interesting shot here now coming up for Anshul Kapatyal from that ball sitting down just a little bit in that left rough. Let's see the kind of shot that Anshul employs over here.
Will definitely need that strategic commitment to the shot because it's against the grain. And, if anything that he hasn't drove this commitment, you don't hit it that long without commitment, my dear friend.
You'd know a few things about commitment coming right off some tournament golf. So you'd certainly know a thing or two about it. Me, on the other end, hasn't tried to even pick up a golf club for a few years now. So
well, when you do it so well, like you've done it in your prime, we don't need to. For some of us, we're always looking at that elixir of youth. You, my friend,
one of my legs seems to have become a little longer since the time you started speaking.
Well, as we go back to the action here, now the players trying to make eagles and birdies here. How does a player sort of change his game for a golf course like this, where you know that you're going to be under the cosh from the first tee itself? It does sort of turn into a birdie fest and you get left behind. So how do you prepare for that mentally?
I don't quite think that one can prepare for it if you haven't played this kind of a course before. That's the first thing. So if you know what you're in for, then you can certainly prepare for it. But this course, I think, requires more of a shootout mentality, wherein You go out every day and go all guns blazing for 18 holes and then go out and do the same again, just like Honey Besoya here on our screens is going all guns blazing on Akshay Sharma.
That's Guns N' Roses right there. Take me back to the Paradise City where the Eagles are aplenty. So eagle there for him.
Brilliant.
Mr. Honey.
Don't go by his name. He's not quite sweet on the golf course. Bangs that one in, absolutely assertive with that putt, and that fist pump really, gives you that affirmation that Honey is here for business. Akshay Sharma, all the pressure rests on him. Currently at 20 under par.
Akshay Sharma with this maybe about 5.5 feet uphill putt, and does that really well right in the heart of the hole.
A strong putt there for Akshay. Anshul Kaptial now for a strong up and down opportunity. What a lovely chip he played. He played a little bit of a bump and run approach, but probably expected that one to release a little bit more than it did. But nonetheless, a very makeable birdie putt here now for Anshul.
This tournament has a lot of support. SECL is the title partner. NTPC, NMDC, and Naya Raipur are event partners. Fairway Golf and Lake Resort, Naya Raipur is the host venue. Oh, that goes begging to the right-hand side. Thought that broke a little more than even I would have anticipated. So that putt had everybody fooled. Couldn't quite capitalize on that exquisite chip shot. Jared Hack has reeled off another birdie. So he's made 4 birdies in the last 4 holes, and he is could be making some sort of history that he's just earned his card on the DP World PGTI. And if he wins the first tournament, I think not quite certain. Look up the record books. Definitely in with a chance of making history. As see the flowers blooming now. And somebody else who's blooming as well is Akshay Sharma. A little subdued today with the 2 under par. 20 under par already. The winning total for this tournament could well be 30 under par as you have a look at Jared here.
As you were talking about all the support that this tournament has from the government of Chhattisgarh, Shri Arun Sao, the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister and the Sports Minister of Chhattisgarh, has actually inaugurated this event. And he says that after the grand success of the inaugural edition of the Chhattisgarh Open Golf Championship last year, the staging of the second edition of the event reflects our government's commitment to promoting the sport of golf and positioning Chhattisgarh as an emerging hub for national sporting events. So promising times here for sports in Chhattisgarh. He says that such tournaments not only encourage sporting talent but also contribute to tourism, youth engagement, and the overall development of the state. Hosting such prestigious events showcases Chhattisgarh's world-class facilities, organizational capability, and growing sports culture. So, very positive atmosphere for sports brewing up here in Chhattisgarh, and of course, all of the names that you already mentioned, Shaurya. And Honey Besoya, Akshay Sharma, Anshul Kaptial, all these players trying to take advantage of these positive conditions brewing up here.
Yeah, and Honey trying to take advantage of this short par 3, only 147 yards, maybe playing a little shorter with the flag at the front. Nothing more than a 9-iron for somebody like him. And another beautiful shot. It's about 12 feet above the flag, already off an eagle. 21 under par. And Akshay Sharma as well has made a birdie. So you have 2 leaders now. Atop Akshay and Honey.
As I welcome back Rahul Banerjee back onto the hot seat of commentary.
It'll be interesting to note. This shot would really suit Akshay's style. Likes to play a left-to-right fade. Can just start it maybe about 3 or 4 feet left and drill a fade there. Has really good flight control as well, does Akshay. He's a treat to watch when he's on song. Has those Spanish hands, if I may, around the green. Able to make a lot of up and downs and very precise off the tee. Not the longest hitter now, but still can get it about 285, 90 odd yards off the tee. Curtails the hit somewhat because he favors the left to right movement, so doesn't get much roll once it hits the floor. But hits a lot of fairways, does Akshay. And he does know a thing or two about winning.
Well, thank you, Rahul, and good to be back alongside Shaurya, watching as the action heats up towards the end of moving day. Into the final 6 holes. It's a lead group, and just demonstrating some great golf just before we came to this hole.
Yeah, another really good shot by Akshay, right over the top of the flagstick. So I can show you that that shows that he's really dialed in. Anshul Kabatrial. You'll see that, of course, given the fact that he's a lot longer off the tee, this shot will be a lot more abbreviated and lower. Long hitters can really utilize their power, even on these shorter shots. And he's always able to generate a lot of spin. Compresses the ball a lot and puts those revolutions on it. That shot would not quite be to his liking. About 25 feet left. Still with an outside chance for birdie. Anshul currently
Thank you to all the sponsors for the Chhattisgarh Open 2026, the season opener on the PGTI. We would like to thank him, the deputy CM. It means a lot to us, especially starting of the year and starting with such a good week and big prize purse. It means a lot to us, and we would like to thank him from all the players here.
मैं थैंक्स करना चाहता हूँ एनडीएससी जो स्पॉन्सर्स हैं यहाँ के एंड नया रायपुर, मतलब एटलीस्ट नया रायपुर के अंदर गोल्फ कोर्स से वो सारी चीज़ें बहुत अच्छी बात है. एंड थैंक्स टू डिप्टी सीएम जो इस टूर्नामेंट को ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं. हर साल प्राइज मनी इंक्रीज कर रहे हैं क्योंकि लास्ट ईयर 1 CR था, इस टाइम 1.5 CR है. सो इसलिए थैंक्स टू डिप्टी सीएम सर.
I think it's really nice that Deputy CM himself is personally involved in this, and this just points at maybe greater things coming in Chhattisgarh and all over India for the golf.
In fact, Manu was the first beneficiary of that tie-up. Shaurya, O.P. Chauhan was the second, and Veer Alawat was the third. And most recently joining them this year is, of course, last year's Order of Merit champion Yuvraj Sandhu. Has already had two outings on the DP World Tour, at the Dubai Desert Classic and the Bahrain event.
Yeah, exciting days for Indian golf sport. Definitely getting buoyed by this historic tie-up between the DP World and Professional Golf Tour of India.
And no shortage of excitement here either. Look at, as you can see, the leaderboard is closed right up. Hani Basoya riding that eagle back into a share of the lead on 21 under par alongside Akshay Sharma. Hani now putting for what could be yet another picked up shot.
Yeah, we'll break a little bit to his right as you have a look at Amardeep Malik on the split screen. Amardeep, it's a really nice putt. Let's see if Hani can follow suit. He seems to like it. He had that putter up. A la Jack Nicklaus in the 1986 Masters. I thought that he's going to walk that in. But left it in the jaws, so we'll have to settle for par there. Strong, stocky build is almost ideal for golf. Of course, all professional golfers come in different shapes, sizes, shapes and sizes. My apologies. And but I think the common determinant is that, especially in the modern game, you must be able to hit the ball well. Ball striking is definitely at a premium now. The modern game, the way the ball is set up, the ball doesn't have too much curvature on it, and that's one of the reasons that it's going to be rolled back in a few years' time. Travels a lot further. Now this putt for Anshul will break to the right rather considerably. Oh, considerably right into the hole. What a beauty by Anshul.
This young man has been extremely impressive, Shaurya. He's, sort of for his youth, he's not taken a step back right through today.
So I think the adage drive for show, putt for dough definitely holds true for him, of course, and his drive is one to be seen as well, and he can wield the putter equally well, so that is definitely quite the combination. He's going to have an exciting future, is Anshul. Unbridled power coupled with good short game. I'd say that that is a recipe for success. And somebody who has the recipe right now is Akshay Sharma. Now this is to go to 22 under par, a very makeable putt. Wow. Runs that by. But what I liked is that was rather assertive, a very positive approach towards birdies. He's not holding back.
Well, with that birdie we saw just a little while ago, Anshul has climbed into sole fifth place, in fact. Clean card so far with three. He's picked up 3 shots along the way and tidying up there, our event leader.
It's been a day of low scores here at the SECL Chhattisgarh Open Golf Championship 2026 on the DP World PGTI Tour. This is the first tournament of the 2026 season, and it's gotten off to a resounding start. It's players with a lot of birdies, and currently the load round of the day belongs to Veer Lawat, 7 under par. The erstwhile number 1 player has reeled off an eagle and a few birdies in the stretch of a few holes. Then you have Kshitij Navid Kaul, the scientist. I'd say he's India's answer to Bryson DeChambeau. Very meticulous. Uses single length clubs, and I believe quite a few algorithms as well on the golf course. Has his own unique approach. As you have a look at the American Jared Hack. I'll tell you this much, he's definitely not his surname. He's a proficient golfer.
Well, at least he's hacking the scores for sure.
Yes, seems to have, in the computer terminology, found a hack to this golf course. It's 19 under par. Jared is a very accomplished player, has played throughout the world, and produces another beautiful shot here at the par 4 15th. He's off of 4 birdies in the last 5 holes. Has the momentum going. And as we talk about some of the other low scores, Vishesh Sharma, the youngster, 7 under. You have Ariman Aditya Mohan, 6 under par. You have Badal at 7 under par. Divyansh Dubey, 7 under par. 6 under par for the smiling assassin, the god of gold, Thanga Raja, who had that brilliant year last year. So many victories, yet so humble. As they say, a fruit-bearing tree hangs low, and that holds true for Thanga Raja, a modest man and a devastating player. 12 under par. So quite a few red numbers here. I'd say the ones in blue would definitely be feeling blue today, as we have a look at Arjun. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon coming out through the trees. I'm not quite certain if he has a gap, but he'll certainly manufacture it. He's the best of the lot. Being able to hike that through the trees. Oh, this is coming at you fast and furious. This golf is just exhilarating. What a shot by Arjun. We definitely need to have a redux of that. Have a look at that again. What a beauty.
Some great camera work there as well, Shaurya. They managed to track the ball all the way over the top of the trees and onto the green.
You know, they say a tree is 90% air. So that has been evidenced by that surgical strike on the flag.
Badal now from the other side, an equally good shot.
Decent shot there. Very good by Jamal as well, turning it from right to left. Seems that players are all on song here.
Well, the three.
At the fairway golf. And I've not seen too many welcoming golf courses which can compare themselves to the fairway golf and lake resort.
In fact, our leader, joint leader, Akshay Sharma, has put a target for himself. He said last year's winning score was 20. Well on track, 21 under as things stand, with 4 holes to go today, 5 holes to go. And keeping the pressure on him, though, he's not running in front as he was for the first 2 days. Sure, yeah. He's got some serious heat coming up behind him. Hani Basoya, of course, has closed right up. He's alongside on 21 under par, and Jared Hack on the heels.
Yeah, look at the hits and misses.
Well, mostly misses so far.
Arjun Prasad.
Here's another one for you.
Missing on the lower side. There are not going to be too many misses on this golf course. That was that part that came up a little short. You've seen Arjun miss a few on the lower side today.
And that's a rare miss from young Anshul, who's done a stellar job of actually keeping the pressure on the leaders. 3 under for the day, and he's 3 shots back of the joint lead, 21 under par, currently shared by our overnight leader Akshay Sharma and Hani Basoya.
I've seen a common theme here on this golf course. The only hole that has perturbed the players somewhat has been hole number 11, the par 5. That's given the players something to think about. That's the only one that we've seen double bogeys on. It's 599 yards. So it's pretty long par 5. Only reachable via 2 lusty blows of well over 300 yards. So we've seen a lot of birdies there, but drop shots galore, double bogeys, triple bogey as well on that also. I'd say that is a defense of this golf course is hole number 11. So if you can navigate that, then you're certain to shoot a red number, especially players of the caliber that we have on the DP World Professional Golf Tour of India. Oh. Jared runs that by. A positive approach there.
The greens really look in very, very good condition, Shaurya. It's running through, not much of variation in the surface, so to say, to cater for. Sometimes you have venues where the greens are patchier. This one looks very, very uniform, well-maintained greens, and giving the players good value for money as well. 21 under after 2 days and 13 holes is and the cut coming at 600, which is one of the lowest, I think, ever on the PGTI. So,
yes, it's obviously owing to the conditions that this golf course offered, and the greens rolling at well over 8. My apologies, I'd mentioned the late 7s, but it's 8.5, and today at 8.4 is ideal speed. A little on the quicker side, but not for these players. Maybe for regular players, they'll find that anything above 8 is you really need to dial your speed in. And see, that's another putt that has gone a begging on the lower side. So that's something that we
do you think he's tugging the putter a little bit, because you've seen 3 of them on the low go low? No,
no, he has a very perfect putting stroke. It's just a case of under reading the lines, which can happen because you see there's not much slope on these greens, and professional golfers are always finding that break, so they're always looking at an apex point. It's very difficult. They say the most difficult putt is a straight putt. So when you're not seeing that much break or borrow, sometimes you end up under borrowing it. So maybe one of those things, you can go back to the range and just figure out the greens a little better. Arjun Prasad does, though, have an opportunity. He's still winning this tournament. He's at 16 under par, but the chasm is widening. He's 5 behind, and a tournament like this is almost So it's like a shootout.
Yeah, that's a good point you and Rahul made a little while earlier during commentary about the kind of need to keep the scoring going, because if you don't, you can get very quickly swallowed up.
Yeah, you got to keep your foot on the gas, and somebody who's doing that really well is Honey Bisoya. He made an eagle on 13 and a par on 14. Akshay Sharma, our leader, overnight leader, who reeled off 260s. That is rather historic. I don't think that's happened either to my.
Delivering golf anywhere you can imagine. That's smart logistics to a T.
What a great shot! But he looks tired. And that's a drinks break.
But what's the plus sign for? अमृतांजन इलेक्ट्रो प्लस। जब लगे थकान वाली प्यास, जरूरी है सेल लेवल हाइड्रेशन। इसके इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स आपके सेल्स को रिहाइड्रेट करें, एनर्जी लौटाएं, थकान वाली प्यास मिटाएं।
जब आपको भी लगे थकान वाली प्यास, अमृतांजन इलेक्ट्रो प्लस, थकान वाली प्यास के लिए।
Back to the action, and another ball peppering the flagstick. I'd say it's a brilliant week to be a spectator. And talking about that, I would implore all the viewers and everybody else who's joined us from over the world that go on over to our website, www.pgtofindia.com. And there you can find the tour schedule, heading to different cities. And the great thing is that golf is really accessible. And you can find the tickets on Book My Show and come and watch these tournaments. That is Honey coming out from the left trees. Oh, look at that. That is reminiscent of a butterfly with sore legs. That ball didn't move.
Two great shots in a row, Shaurya. One above the flag, one under, but all three once again sitting for birdies on this. The greens are really very, very impressed with the way they have looked. Very even. No patchiness about them, so lots of kudos to the ground staff, the greenkeepers at this beautiful lakeside.
A hole 15, 419 yards. That would normally be considered a fairly short par 4 by the modern standards, but it does pose a little bit of difficulty. You can see that hazard running on the left-hand side, so an errant shot can indeed find the watery grave, but these guys know better. They stick through the straight and narrow.
It's confidence of an event leader right in front of you there, though he's currently the furthest from the flag, but some stellar golf on display from this man on his screen. Akshay Sharma, 35 and a three-time winner on the PGTI, looking for his fourth title. His last one came a few years ago, so he's been waiting for a while, and he looks certainly to be on course to be challenging.
Yeah, I'd say for him, 4 times the charm. Maybe this is going to be the one that he'll be able to add this beautiful trophy and have bragging rights for the rest of the year. He's the one who came out hot out of the gates, and the winner of this tournament will really have a lot of momentum going to the rest of the year.
Particularly considering the sequence of of tournaments, Shaurya, you have one after the other, literally every week now for the next month and a half. You have immediately after this is the DP World PGTI Players Championship at Qutub, followed by the event at Tollygunge in Kolkata, and thereafter we go into 3 weeks of league play, which will be yet another innovation on the PGTI.
Rahul, while we were at it, you missed out on quite a few birdies and eagles, but of course, I won't want to do that to you. So you have another opportunity of having a look at this resplendent action and to regale our audience. I hand over the mic to Mr. Rahul Bajaj.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There
There
you go.
you
There
go.
you go.
The first birdie that I got
Wonderful.
to watch here. Akshay Sharma moving now to 22 under par. And thank you, Shaurya, for all your kindness that you allowed me to
And
come right
actually,
on the hot seat.
Shaurya actually setting the pace for that putt as he handed over to you. So good stuff there, both from the screen as well as a co-commentator who actually called this as he handed over. Look at that. There you go. Wonderful.
Right down the bottom of the cup there for Akshay Sharma. Strong putt by him. Some really good rounds out there on the golf course today. And as we take a look now at Anshul Kaptial, who's trying to string his own good round out here. Currently 3 under par for the day. 3 birdies on that scorecard. No blemish at all. 18 under par for the tournament. Really putting some good holes out there. Anshul Kaptial.
Terrific putt again.
And
Terrific putt
yes.
again. What wonderful putting, Rahul. This is so good to see. And I do hope our viewers who are watching learning as they go along, because you're seeing some absolutely top quality putting on
Well, absolutely.
right here in front of us in the last few minutes, in fact.
There's a lot of good things happening out here on the DP World PGTI, and good putting is just one of them. Lots to learn from, ladies and gentlemen. 19 under is what Anshul Kaptial has moved himself to, as we take a look now at Hani Besoya. Here on hole number 15, 419 yard par 4. Really nice posture there by Hani, getting his eyes set up right inside of the putter on the target line and makes it right in the heart of the cup. Hani Besoya also continues to keep moving, now at 22 under par.
3 on 3 from this group, Rahul. All 3 getting birdies. Anshul, of course, most impressive, the longest putt, and it was very, very convincing. I beg your pardon, Akshay Sharma. It was Anshul, the previous hole, also making a long conversion, 25 foot odd. So some really impressive golf on show for you there.
And really, like we said earlier, you will have to stay on your toes on this golf course from the hole number 1 itself. This is like a shootout format kind of a golf course. If you're not making birdies, I can promise you someone else is. There
Absolutely
we have it.
right.
Another great tee shot. So big ups here to Vishesh Sharma with a bogey-free 8 under par round. 4 birdies on the front 9, 4 birdies on the back 9. Catapulting himself to 17 under par for the tournament. Now only 4 shots away from the lead. 5 shots, mind you, as the scoreboard yet is to be replenished with that birdie that has just been caused on hole number 15 by Akshay Hani as well as Anshul.
A true birdie glut, in fact. 3 on 3.
Seems like it is Veer Elawat on that 18th tee box.
It's another man on the move, Rahul. He has yet to drop a shot through the day. And he's also one of that group who were 7 under up to this point. So the past order of merit winner, showing some of the experience that he's picked up during his year on the DP World European Tour.
A strong contender, Veer Elawat, very strong player, great ball striker, and a great overall golf game. Along with that, happens to be a great human being as well. So, all in all, Sone pe Suhaga. 17th hole, Pawan Kumar. Seeing Pawan Kumar right back into the tournament hunt after some time. Haven't quite heard a lot of him over the past year or two. He's back here now, currently 9 under par for the tournament here on the 17th hole. Got off to a pretty solid start with 66 and 61 over the first 2 days. th hole here is a 179-yard par 3. Kumar doesn't seem like he's quite found the dance floor. He'll still have his work cut out. Probably he's just off the green on the right side, if I'm not wrong.
Real fast-paced golf we've seen through the day, Rahul. Low scoring and high pace. It's an interesting combination. Like you said, it's almost like a shootout. 72-hole shootout, in fact. It's been hectic, breathless pace from day one. Akshay Sharma setting the bar at 9 under on day one, 9 under on day two. And a lot of the others further down the leaderboard working hard to get to that number. More than one within touching distance of yet another 9 under for the day. This par 69 course made its debut on the PGTI schedule last year. And this year it is the DP World PGTI. It's the result of the season opening tie-up with a logistics giant that serves the world. Integrated logistics, delivery, supplies, and right now in front of you, supplying some real hot golf.
Honey Vasoya. Honey Vasoya teeing off here on the right side of our screen, and Stepan Danik on the left side of the screen. So there's so much of action over here. We need two screens to show it to you on one screen. It seems like players are missing this shot onto the low side. I think the whole deal with picking up n number of birdies leads you to super aggression, and haven't quite seen the players making it onto that putting surface in this last group on the 17th hole. Akshay Sharma there teeing it off on hole number 16. Didn't quite commit to that shot.
That birdie has certainly been pretty active. Now he's on by another one. Yes, Akshay didn't look best pleased with his tee shot, but we'll see once he gets to the ball exactly where he is. But absolute hot pace at the top. 21 under is the lead score currently shared by Honey Vasoya and Akshay Sharma after 14 holes. Jared Hack of the US making his debut, coming through the PGTI qualifying school in Ahmedabad earlier late last month. It's 2 shots off the pace. Veer Alawat is currently 3 behind, as is Anshul Kaptial.
Arjun Prasad just off the green over here on the 16th hole, par 4. Seems like he's got a free relief from something, perhaps a hydrant.
Beautifully kept greens, Rahul. I mean, they really look so well manicured and presenting the field with absolutely even speed. 8.5, you're told, is the green speed today. There you have an example of the ball just rolling on.
Arjun Prasad trying to make up his mind what kind of shot he wants to play here. And Jared Hack ready now on the 16. 395 yard par 4. And the stroke index of 2. Jared coming off from about 40 feet away. A lovely putt here by Jared. He's judged the speed really well, but coming off just on the low side. Brilliant attempt here from the long range.
Arjun will be putting off the collar of the green. It's from the opposite side as from the 2 putts we have seen so far.
Another solid round here today on the moving day by Aryaman Aditya Mohan. 6 under par today and getting himself to a total of 15 under par for the tournament. As we take a look now at Arjun Prasad coming up just from the fringe, going with the flat stick. Looks like a bit of a double break here.
Oh,
just didn't have enough pace to get up. I think he got the line pretty much exact to where he needed it to be. Seems like a no profit, no loss kind of a par hole for Arjun Prasad. Jamal. Jamal's really trying to stay afloat today. He's not quite had the day he would have liked. 12 under par for the tournament, 2 over par for the day. Has picked up 2 shots on the course today in the back 9, but has dropped 4 before that. Hack. Doesn't quite live up to his name, although I do.
He's certainly now feeling the pressure from behind because young Anshul has benefited from that birdie in the next group, the group behind immediately. So he's now in a share of third place. And now the 2 of them are 3 behind the leaders, Hani Basoya and Akshay Sharma, both picking up birdies on the previous hole. So it's heading nicely. In fact, yesterday Akshay made the point that he has his eyes on the winning score of last year, as that's his target. He's out to improve on that. So 27 under, I think it was Shaurya Bhattacharya's winning score last year. First edition of this event. So
yes, 27 under it was, and this week he plays his debut event in Philippines on the Asian Tour, and look today at the 16-year-old Karthik Singh, who is currently at 15 under par for the tournament, 4 under par for the day, coming up from off the green over here, the back edge of the 18th hole. So Shaurya Bhattacharya, number 3 on the order of merit in 2025, getting off to a decent start here on the Asian Tour in the Philippines, and Karthik Singh just about missing that one. And taps that one. Should be a par for him. Yeah, Bhattacharya starting off with a tie for 10th position at 1 under par, and so are a couple of other Indian players doing well. We also have Shubham Jaglan in the field. Karandeep Kochar is also at -1 in the Philippines. Let's take a look back now at Hani Basoya. Ajitesh Sandhu also at even par there. So we have lots of Indian players also plying their trade in international events. Hani Basoya coming up from that left first cut here on the 16th. Is a 395-yard par 4. Doesn't quite seem very happy with it. Just looking at it anxiously.
Yeah, it's a difficult lie to play out of by the looks of it from this distance. And he's not too sure what the result is.
Pawan Kumar. On the par 3 17th hole. Knocks that one in for a par here, Pawan Kumar. And, you know, as you were mentioning earlier about the umbrella partner DP World, who makes trade flow, PGTI also has tour partners in Victorious Choice. Victorious Choice has been a supporter of golf here in India for a few years now, and IndusInd Bank, as well as Amrutanjan Electro Plus, the drink that hydrates all the players. keeps them in shape. Amul, of course, everyone knows the brand of Amul and Campa. As we take a look now at Jared Hack coming up here on the 17th hole, the par 3. Approximately 180 yards away from the hole. It should be an 8 or a 7 iron for most players. Currently at 19 under par, 3 shots away from the top of the leaderboard. Hasn't quite found the dance floor. And, back onto the 16th, we have the leaders now walking up and on towards the green. Players have to walk around the water hazard to get to this green, so quite the hole this 16th hole. Back onto the 17th, Arjun Prasad lining up his tee shot. Prasad currently 16 under par for the tournament.
That's the second group in a row, Rahul, that we've not seen too many find the green from the tee with the tee shots.
It seems like the pin is in that corner, and maybe the aggressive lineup of the players doesn't quite help.
Well, you said it. I mean, if you're playing it like a shootout, you're going to go flag hunting on every hole.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's the way it's going to go, isn't it?
Well, that's the way you go flag hunting, my friend.
That's an exception, and a very good one at that. And with the day's proceedings coming to the final few holes, Shaurya Singh will join Rahul Bajaj to see you through to the end of the day's proceedings.
Welcome back, Shaurya. You've also missed a few birdies, but nonetheless, you're here now, and I'm glad to see that you will be able to see all the rest of the birdies remaining for the day.
You know, I'll tell you that my mouth is salivating, thinking about the lunch after, and of course, looking at these birdies. It's difficult to tell which is more enticing. I say, for certain, maybe the birdies, because they're coming at you thick and fast.
Well, group here now on the 17th hole, the par 3 coming up. Coming off a par on the 16th hole. We have now Hani Besoya coming up from the left side of the screen. That's the reason that he was looking at it anxiously. He was coming off that left rough. I think he caught a bit of a flyer there. Didn't quite get the spin that he would have liked on the ball. And here he is now. It's, surprisingly going with the flat stick, even from this position.
Yeah, we've seen players favor the putter. We saw Jared as well do that. Maybe it just makes it a lot easier as the fringe is pretty even and consistent. And time will tell. I think he's definitely made the correct choice. It sure looked like it, but it sped away a little bit. I think all in all, that's about 6.5, 7 feet by. That's a decent putt. It has, of course, rolled off the green, but if we look at the distance, it's about 6.5, 7 feet coming back for his effort. As we have a look at Akshay here. I think Rahul is a little dismayed by my generous standards, but I'll tell you, I think having come back from playing myself, I can see that how difficult things can get in the blink of an eye. Now, of course, not opting for a putter here is Anshul Kapatyal.
You do take the term wax eloquent to just another level altogether, my friend. Anshul Kapatyal now coming up with that lob wedge. He's got no room there to work with. Be interesting to see the kind of shot he plays. He's made quite a few good up and downs today.
He's got to keep the hands going here. And I'd say that's a decent shot.
Absolutely. That pin is really close to that edge of the green. Seems like just 3 yards to the right of it, leaving no room for the players to make any mistakes. Tournament director not making it easy for the players here at the Fairway Golf and Lake Resort in Naya Raipur.
Yeah, tournament director, Mr. Chari, a lovely man. And always has a smile on his face, especially when he sees players who are not too quick on the golf course.
How was your pace of play this year?
Well, I best not talk about it.
Have you improved a little bit or not?
I thought I did. I thought I had, rather. But, when the heat got on, then I couldn't quite move.
I was
I found it rather difficult.
Just probably an hour or so ago that the pace of play becoming faster has actually helped players play better, and the scores have become deeper. And I think that's probably something that you could give a shot to, because both of the aspects seem to be missing a little bit right now.
I realized later that yes, you think about it too much, the outcome only gets worse. But I think that's something that you need to consciously work on, is playing quick, and that also happens when you trust your ability a lot more. So I'd say that
when, my friend, when?
Life's
when you only have so many more qualifying to go.
Well, as long as I'm above ground, I'm gonna give it a shot. While we have a look at Honey, he did give it a shot with the putter and ended up technically missing the green. Now he has another putt, so an opportunity to have 0 putts on this hole. Stat padding, it's very important. This one should break a little from his right.
It seems like a misread either by you or by him.
Yeah, I'll take the blame. You can put the blame on me, Honey. That sounds wrong, but technically that's right. Technically it's right, as Honey Besoya is at 21 under par, and Akshay Sharma, my apologies, is at 21 under par. This Rahul.
Is this the excess of caffeine or the lack of it?
Definitely say that it's the lack of it.
Well, Anshul certainly has some of his work cut out here to save his par. But an uphill putt should not break too much. This one I think should break a little bit from the left to the right. Probably still about a left inside kind of a line for him.
He's already seen 1 putt, so I think should make it a lot more easier for him to get the line correct on this one. Yes, he has, right in the heart of the hole. And for a moment when he had bent down to see the line, the sunlight reflected off his putter and it was looking like a lightsaber. So has done the trick. That is my homage to all the Star Wars fans. Not quite certain who's Luke Skywalker, who's Darth Vader, but at this point in time, the leaders are in a separate galaxy altogether. 21 under par. This man on your screen.
Akshay Sharma dropping a shot here on the par 4 16th.
That's surprising, sir. He'll slip back to 20 under par, and I think that'd be a drop shot for
21 under par. Just a little hiccup there, but 21 under par is what Akshay would drop down to, and Honey Besoya seems to be following suit. They kind of have been following suit on most of the holes, and here again, Honey also dropping a shot here on the 16th. Both players now at 21 under par, still leading the way. There we have the aerial view of the Fairway Golf and Lake Resort, and the lake there on the left side, making it extremely tempting destination for me to visit.
Well, I did quite a few visiting of lakes on golf courses. So I think we'll try and keep the ball dry, but of course, in all seriousness, this is a state and a city and a beautiful golf course to visit. We would implore anybody who's planning their next trip, you can always pepper a little bit of golf in there. That's how you
delivering golf anywhere you can imagine. That's smart logistics to a T.
I'm sorry, sir. My mistake.
पर हम भी जिद्दी है। मुश्किल खड़ी है खोले सीना, सामने एक चट्टान है, मेरी जिद का बोले पसीना, चट्टानों के अंदर आसमान
back to the action. Those spectacular aerial views. Kind courtesy the drone. How things have changed. I think players would, many of our viewers would harken back to the days where we had the blimp. And that used to come all aerial shots on the DP World Tour. And now you have the drones that are doing the same job, just a lot more versatile, I'd say. MD Azhar. And for all of you who are joining us at this point in time, we'd like to welcome you to the DP World PGTI SECL Chhattisgarh Open Golf Championship 2026 being played at the Fairway Golf and Lake Resort at Raipur. This tournament offers a prize fund of 1.5 CR, and currently leading the tournament is Honey Besoya. We've just gotten an update. I don't know if it's correct. It's seems like Akshay has made a snowman on 16, so that really has put a spanner in the works. An implosion of sorts for our leader, who finds himself 3 behind. Pawan Kumar now, also at double digits under par. Plays his golf out of Delhi Golf Club.
Shaurya, for all of our viewers, could you enlighten them for what a snowman is?
Snowman is an 8, the figure of a snowman, a quadruple bogey, something that you definitely don't want on a scorecard. So we're not quite certain how he managed that, but it's possible here. We've seen some big numbers on 16.
Yes, it's funny how this, the board is full of reds or deep blues. So there's either a few drop shots on one hole, or there's like a lot of picked shots across the golf course. So seems like if you keep doing the things right, then you'll keep picking up some shots. But if you miss hit one, you can land yourself into deep trouble.
Yeah, hole number 11 and 16 have sort of been the Achilles heel for quite a few players of the field. You like that on a golf course which is giving up so many birdies. You also want to see the golf course bite back. Of course, not if you're on the receiving end of it.
Pawan Kumar certainly taking his time to get the line right on this hole here on the 18th. '18th is a 362-yard par 4 here in Raipur. And Pawan Kumar, of course, getting highlights coming down thus far. A great ball striker hits it really high and pretty far. There, that was his eagle putt on hole number 13, the par 5, back to the.
So look at our leader going strong.
Lots of birdies on that scorecard today. 2 blemishes, but lots and lots of birdies. A great putting day, all in all, for the top of the leaderboard. As we take a look back now here at the 17th hole, the par 3. This is where Honey is putting now, but 30 feet away from the hole.
Yeah, the 16th has given a little bit of grief to quite a few players. And talking about ecstasy, that's something that Thanga Raja has experienced today. He's 9 under par for the round. So let's doff our hat for N. Thanga Raja, the man from the island, Sri Lankan Lion, at 9 under par today. What a day for N. Thangaraja as we have a look at our leaders part underway here at hole number 17.
I think he leaves that one a few feet shy of the hole.
It's a moving day, has been kind to some, but for our leader, he was moving along really well, but he sort of reverted back to the mean. From 4 under par, he's just experienced a highway robbery on hole number 16, and he finds himself now at even par. Such are the trials and tribulations of the game of golf, ladies and gentlemen. That's why it keeps you up at night. You can never perfect it, and it keeps you coming back for more. And I'm certain that Akshay is going to make quite a few birdies here on in for the last 20 holes that he has remaining. Anshul Kavatyal, 19 under par here with an opportunity to get to 20. And he does.
Anshul Kavatyal really going head to head with the top of the leaderboard, Hani Besoya, who's 21 under, and Anshul Kavatyal now moving up to 20 under par. That'll take Jared Hack to the 3rd position on his own.
But I'd like to see, point out one thing that I'm most impressed by Akshay, the way that he's dealing with this, this adversity. You have a quadruple bogey. You can't quite stay in the past. You have to keep moving. Golf is about 18 holes, and sometimes you can get waylaid by the odd disaster. That's how you actually take it on the chin and move on.
Well, absolutely, that really is the name of the game. It's very important to be able to come back quickly from all the blows that the golf course might give you. And let's see if Akshay comes back from that blow and comes up just a little shy of that. And
but that was a
should
good putt.
Tap in, yes.
That
Good
was a good
attempt,
putt
great
down
attempt there, and I think he gave it everything. Didn't quite make it to the bottom of the cup, but he did give it a good one.
Hani Besoya.
It's going to be a really interesting day going into the final round here for this the first tournament of the season, Shaurya, with the top of the leaderboard really crowded up there, and Anshul Kavatyal, really giving himself his a chance for his first win, and so is it for Jared Hack. So an interesting week here coming up, an interesting final day, mind you, with so many young guns out there trying to claim their first title of their golfing career, including the young 16-year-old Karthik Singh.
We got a mix, that's for sure, and tending towards youth. From the experienced lot, you'll have to say that there are only few. Maybe Amardeep Malik comes to mind. Of course, he doesn't look like he's experienced, still looks really young. But he's been a professional, and that's a beautiful chip shot right there.
Arjun Prasad on that 18th hole, moving to 17 under par for the tournament.
Well done, cracking a smile, and why not? That was judged to perfection.
Just make the lunch taste a lot better.
Let's see if Jared can follow suit.
Well, he needs one now to keep pace with Anshul, and of course the top of the leaderboard still remains at 21 under.
It's very congested leaderboard here in Raipur.
Jared Hack for birdie here on the 18th, and he moves the needle further, goes and ties Anshul Kavatyal at 20 under par, just one shot shy of Hani Besoya.
Yeah, he would have really been helped. Shot. Jamal would be able to get a good read on this one, and it's something that he won't have to worry too much about. As we head on back to hole number 18. Right down the pipe, as they say. With the tour getting bigger and younger, you've seen the international contingent also really swell up.
I think we're going to see a lot of this happening over the next couple of years, Shaurya, with the addition of DP World onto the tour. Its tour become even bigger and better.
Talking about bigger and better. If this drive is bigger and better, that has a long drive, but it's found the beach. Hole number 18. Hole number 18 measures 362 yards.
Looking at a bit of a
Delivering golf anywhere you can imagine. That's smart logistics to a T.
the 18th hole. This is the final group now coming up onto the final hole of the moving day here at the SECL Chhattisgarh Open, ladies and gentlemen. This and Lake Resort here in Naya Raipur for a prize purse of 1.5 crore rupees. So going from 1 crore rupees last year, which was the inaugural Chhattisgarh Open, which was held in 2025, moving to 1.5 crore the year after here in 2026 at the DP World PGTI.
Yeah, there's a lot to play for, and we're seeing that the field is really reacting to not just the prize fund, but the intense competition.
An easy job, but all these players are making it look like it is no difficulty for them.
Yeah, quite a few have really made a meal of this golf course. Thangaraja, of course, comes to mind first. That breakout season last year was brilliant with multiple victories, and he's continuing similar form. 9 under par, the Islander.
And that too with a bogey on that scorecard, making 10 birdies on his round today.
He's got a very good...
in a brilliant Saturn name, and Thangaraja would be it.
Hani Basoya 6 under par, Jared Hack 6 under par, Anshul Kapatyal 5 under par. The players are really reveling on this golf course, and the conditions are perfect. The greens are true, and very subtle breaks. Not very difficult to hold putts, especially for players of their standard. So I would say this is a very nice start to the tour, and I'd say the facility is immaculate. The sponsors and everybody involved have done a brilliant job to make this tournament happen, and it hasn't disappointed as we have a look at hole number 18.
Akshay Sharma also coming up from that left bunker, which is a fairway bunker. About a 60-odd yard bunker shot. Seems to be pretty content with it.
It's probably the most difficult shot in golf, the 50-60 yard bunker shot. And he had really good contact there. That was Hani's drive, and you can see where Anshul is lying. He's always on a different planet altogether. Creates tremendous power and transfers it to the golf ball. It's not all about power, it's also about accuracy, and I'd say that Hani has the ideal mix of the two.
Hani now with that pitch shot towards the top left flag location here on the 18th hole. It's got good about 65 odd yards to the hole right now. Let's see how close he can get this one. Can he separate himself further from the rest of the field? Currently only a shot separates him from the others.
can also see a member of our crew there doing some brilliant work to bring you this live coverage of the action. Golf is a unique sport. To cover it live, it really does require a meticulous approach and a big crew. As we have a look at Anshul here. He's almost driven it green high here, so it shows you the kind of power that he possesses, and the short game to boot as well. That's a really good chip shot by Anshul Kapatyal.
So he does possess a good shot game, and certainly given himself yet another birdie opportunity. And so has Akshay Sharma from that tough position in the bunker. Has actually given himself a very realistic birdie opportunity from that place. It's going to really show the top level of shot game that he possesses.
Yeah, nerves of steel as well to come back from that quadruple. Maybe he can hold this and get into red numbers for the day. Still 3 behind, not the worst place to be.
And he also has a makeable opportunity here for birdie.
So it's at 21 under par currently. Maybe the leader gets to 22, but we're not really looking at 30, are we? Unless Honey has a lights out day tomorrow, or Jared or Anshul Kapatyal.
Yes, it doesn't look like anyone's going to be touching 30. It did so look like it when we were looking at the leaderboard till early this morning, but it seems like things are a little more subdued now, and probably 28 or 29 is probably something that we're
that's all relative. We're saying subdued when the scores are so low. Just shows you the quality of the field and the way they've played. I also think that the first tournament of the year, they're raring to go, and they've been practicing, and it's almost like somebody lets the leash off. It's always like after a long break, I've seen that the players really play well. I was not talking about myself, Rahul. I've tried all permutations. This part downhill. Prick a little from his right. And came out of that a little bit, so missing it on the lower side. So he would remain at 21 under par.
Well, Jared Hack could very well have a good shot at the first tournament that he plays here at the DP World PGTI. What a start that would be to his career here, professional golf in India.
Yeah, absolutely. He's bringing a lot of experience and really hit the ground running. I think adaptability is a great thing for professional golfers, and I think he exemplifies that. Normally, it takes a little bit of time till you get used to different surfaces, travel is different, time zone, and what have you. But I think for him, it just feels like home.
Anshul putting for birdie here. He'll move to 21 under par to tie alongside Honey Bisoya for the lead.
So the leader group tomorrow, as we have it, would be Honey Bisoya, Jared Hack, and Anshul Kapatyal. What a beauty.
There we go, Anshul Kapatyal, the young Anshul Kapatyal now joining Honey Bisoya at 21 under par at the end of the third round of the Chhattisgarh Open 2026. So going into the final round, a youngster will be tied alongside Honey, coming into a battle of 18 holes, and pretty much going to be the shootout that we all will be looking forward to.
Yes, it's going to be the thriller in Raipur. And our leader after day 2, having a struggle to hole number 16 on your screen right now. Let's see if he can end in style. And not to be. Last 3 holes have been a little bit of a heartbreak for Akshay, but I'm pretty certain he'll gather himself and, he'll mount a challenge tomorrow.
Well, luckily, he's not too far away from the lead. He's only 3 shots away. And of course, that snowman, as you called it, on that score sheet today is not going to help, but it doesn't leave him very far away from the lead, and probably will egg him to come back tomorrow and do even better. And of course, we've got the other players. The youngster Vishay Sharma, who shot 8 under par at 17 under as well. Karthik Singh is at 17 under as well. Arjun Prasad is at 17 under. Of course, Veer Alawat at 18 under par. And it's very crowded over here. It's going to be a very tough fight going into this final round, Shaurya.
Yeah, what I like most about Akshay that he still had a smile on his face. So that's going to help him tomorrow. And our leaders at 21 under par, Hani Besoya and Anshul Khabatyal will, but the moat is narrow and a siege will definitely be taking place tomorrow. It's only a shot that separates them from the rest of the field. Jared Hack, Veer Alawat, Akshay Sharma, Vishay Sharma, Karthik Singh, Arjun Prasad, the best of the best. And Arjun Prasad, as we speak about him, Jared Hack, the best golfers on this side of the world, will be competing tomorrow for top honors. Indeed, going to be quite the day. And do stay with us while we have a look at some of the finer moments of the day. That definitely was one by Hani Besoya, Anshul Khabatyal.
Keeping it strong is Anshul Khabatyal, and Hani Besoya, of course, with an eagle on the 13th hole. That certainly is one of the top highlights of the day. Khabatyal from a long range over here, making a birdie.
Yeah, Khabatyal adds wheels both the putter and the driver with equal, I'd say, perfection.
Akshay Sharma, of course, with that long-range birdie putt on the 15th hole. Arjun Prasad from the back of the green here on the 18th, chipping it in for a birdie to end the third round. Hani Besoya, our leader, at 21 under par, alongside Anshul Khabatyal, who is also at 21 under par, leading this tournament. Look for his maiden title in his professional career.
Do join us back, same place, same time. And of course, history is to be made tomorrow with us to see who will be the champion golfer here at Raipur. And here's a look at the top 10 scores. There's a lot of flavor on that leaderboard. And do join us again. Same place, same time. All the networks. You can watch us on YouTube, live TV, Instagram, Facebook, what have you. So many other social networks. And do leave your comments. We all like the brickbats and the love that can be directed at me. And the brickbats, please, here at Rahul Bajaj. So from me, Shaurya Singh, Rahul Bajaj, and Mr. Rahul Banerjee. Auf Wiedersehen.